Check, check, mic check. Make sure that the volumes are all good. Yes, everything is quite nice. Everything is nice. So there's something I want to test out. Well, it's something I'm going to be running through today. It's just messing with some of my settings for my voice modulator and perhaps come up with some brand new voices I'm probably going to be using on the channel in the future, especially for November. I think I just made one recently, but I need to fine tune it a little bit. Okay, now I can hear myself. I just had to double check and make sure that the volume was good for me and not too loud. Enough where I can hear it in my ears, but not loud enough where it'll overpower what I'm doing today. Let's see. Okay, so I made one for Kamish, Doflamingo, Blackbeard. This. Okay, this is the voice I wanted to try out. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. And I'm gonna fine tune it because I don't want it to have too much of that grunge effect. CJ, did you miss much? No, literally just started. I'm just going to be messing with some settings on my voice mod today, perhaps create some new voices, and of course the occasional suggestion and request from you guys. It won't be too long today, but that really depends. That really depends on the material that I'm given and the material that I find. But I'm just messing with some settings here. And there's some new things, like my voice mod program updated, so there's some new sounds added to it. I want to try out this cop one. Pull over! No! This is not a routine stop. Do I remember your Robo-Bear barrel burble? Robo-Bear, Robear burble? Who's Robear? Robear burbles. And what do they sound like? Oh, that's what they sound like. Okay, I got the gist. I can make a voice for that. I can definitely make a voice for the burbles. I just need a... I wonder, do they...
Do they have one? No, this is not it. I need a more robotic tone.
Let's see. Now, if I could mix this with a higher pitch, then I could definitely sound like a burble. 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 So I'll probably need to make something up. Robert burbles. Thunder. Thunder. Thundercats. Oh. Yeah, I'll make a new one. Because I wanted to have that tone. So let's see. Robot of Fire. Perfect. Now we just need
to change the pitch to about right here. Burble. There it is. Burble. We got it. Burble. There you go, CJ. burble. They sound both robotic yet cute at the same time. So would it be something like this? Burble. While holding a knife in the hand. Ha ha ha. I mean, ha ha ha. Not ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Booth Money, what are you voicing over? Just characters that you suggest, and also characters that I create using my voice mod program. So this is the voice of the Robert Burbles from Thundercats. They kinda sound like this. Cute, yet robotic at the same time. And that is a brand new voice. Okay, and save. And there we go.
Alright, now
I want to make something. No.
This here. We'll start here. Because I want to make a voice for Uranos from Marvel, who recently has shown that he is far more dangerous than Thanos. Of course, it's going to require just a little bit extra. Very close to the cartoons. I can work on it, fine-tune it just a little bit. Okay, how about Kratos? The voice would have to come up, boy. Boy. Let me see. Let me get some good quotes for Kratos, because here it is. Let me see. Intent does not matter, only consequences. In moments of crisis, panic does nothing. Harness it. Let it serve you. War does not measure the strength of a man. Fate only binds you if you let it. Do what is necessary, not because it is written. Be wary of shortcuts to knowledge. Our actions have consequences. To be reminded of them is not punishment. Those are some amazing quotes? Yes, they are. God of War Ragnarok was by far one of the best games of 2022. Like, easily top 3. Those are some lines from Kratos, but I want to keep working on this Uranos voice. Kyushu quotes, for real, we need some of those. Do I have quotes? I may have said some things that were, funny in the past, but, I mean, do I have quotes? Have I said anything worth quoting? I never really thought about it. Or at least I haven't given it much thought. Let me keep working on this voice. Bring up the gain, the mid, the gain low. There it is. This needs to be up just a bit more. Bring up the pitch. There we go. Don't need a reverb. Let me see. Let me listen to Mama's voice real quick. Okay, I got the tone for Mumra's voice. Let me just fine-tune Uranus just a bit. Check. No, that is too far away. I need to be closer. Alright. Maximum room size. Bring up the mix just a little. There we go. Much better. Alright, I think I got Uranus' voice down, or at least how I would like for him to sound. My own people have forgotten me. These mutants made Mars habitable in a day, but to destroy is always easier. A human takes 9 months to make another breath. A human can crush a windpipe in seconds. You will see what Uranus the Undying can do with an hour. Alright, so that's Uranus. Let me just save that. Because I might use it later. Save. Oh no! It's saved over my burbles! Well, dang.
That's no fun. Oh well. No, I'll just start over. So now we must do Mumra.
Okay, so I'm going off of the 2011 cartoon. So I'm going to need reverb. But the voice doesn't need to be too low. Here we are. Ancient spirits of evil, transform this decayed form into Mumra! Okay, there's too much. There we go. Ancient spirits of evil, transform this decayed form into Mumra! The ever-living!
There it is. Yeah, I gotta do the whole quote.
Ancient spirits of evil, transform this decayed form into Mumra, the ever-living!
Yep, I think I got it. Yeah, I think I got it. Yeah. Alright. Gotta save this as Mumra. That's a brand new one. And Psycho, he says, can I do Lobo? Sure. I never did Lobo before. Alright. So, let's just manipulate this
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Fine. This ought to be fun. That sounds about right. Especially if I'm going to be trying to voice Lobo. So, a lot of these quotes are from him in Injustice, because those were the most immediate voices I could do. His cackles are a little harder to do. I wonder about that. Let me listen to his voice real quick. Wow, the old Mumra voice laughing? That's actually kind of funny. I don't see many videos of him laughing. I mean, Skeletor, I could do, but Mumra, not so much. All right. Okay, I couldn't find anything of Mumra laughing hysterically. It was just him going. It was like kind of weird. But back to Lobo, the main man. So these are some of his quotes for In Battle. And this is an intro. This is his intro. Time to liven up the joint. They don't call me the main man for nothing. You're welcome. Your face okay? Who's the main man? Smile, dipstick. And then here are some of his clashes. You stink a stench. Don't mess with the main man. You're about to be croaked, loser. Gonna put your insides on the outside. I bit my tongue. Ow! Gonna put your insides on the outside. How about I stomp your face in for you? I'm gonna kick you where you wipe. So what are you doing after? And this is Clash with any female character. And then defense wagers against Batman and Superman. Let's go, Bat Guano. You've got my colon all riled up. Admit I'm the coolest.
And then Attack Wagers clashes with Batman and Superman.
I never move wrong. Well, I am quite the giver. I simplify the maiming process. Got the cure right here. And that's only 'cause you know me. I want a I Killed Soups t-shirt.
And those are pretty much the vast majority of Lobo's quotes. Like, you don't get too many. Oh, wait, here's one. Here's one. Oh, I went to the wrong place. Here's a new one. And this is from Lobo, American Alien.
I'm Lobo, stupid. You think you can mess with the main man? Look at your hands shaking. You got no idea what to do next. You're in shock. From what? 60, 70 dead humans?
There's this one image where he's speaking, and I really wanna highlight this image because it's a long one. Here it is.
Look, I don't know what kind of crap you usually deal with from those monkeys down there, but I'm a different situation. I'm new, stupid. I can hurt you. I will hurt you. You're soft. Look at your hand shaking. You got no idea what to do next. You're in shock. From what? 60, 70 dead humans?
There it is. But they only really give like 2 quotations from Lobo, at least from this one. So I need to go to the most current one and see if he's got any vocal quotes as well. Ooh, he does! More lines from Lobo! Zordon from Power Rangers? Oh, I could definitely do that. But let's go through these Lobo quotes.
The carriage ain't a bad place if you don't mind getting your knuckles dirty. Those do look like some mighty fine donuts. I'll take some for the road. You know I can't stand to see a dolphin cry, Canary. So what do you think happens when someone makes them bleed? I go where I want, frag what I want, when I want. Don't like much, but I do like dolphins. Most people are fragging jokes, been fighting me my whole life on being the main man, but dolphins ain't never judged. Got a pureness in 'em. And when I saw you working in your lab with the bat talking down to you, I was thinking, maybe you're a dolphin, kid. And that's alright.
And the person he's referring to is Ryan Choi.
What a maroon! I have no idea why I just said that. That's right, sweetheart. Daddy's home! Don't worry. I really don't freaking care which way your freak flag blows. All I care about is finishing this job.
You think Jason will do good as Lobo? Yes. Because if you've seen his performance in the latest Fast and the Furious movie, that's essentially Lobo. But how am I, CDs? Oh, I'm great. I'm fantastic. I am fantastic. Okay, so we did Lobo. Now we need to do Zordon. Now, no, that's not a good mix. There was not this one. It was another one. I think it was Flanger. Yes, there it is. When the big day coming? Do you mean for Spider-Man? That's Friday. That's Friday, if that's what you mean. Alpha. Okay. Bring me teens with attitude. This is not the right one. Distortion. No, that's not it. Resonator. Ah! I think this is... No, I thought I had something.
I gotta... Let me find it. I know...
know it somewhere. I know it's somewhere. What in the world? What? What is this?
What was that? Vote. Nope. Resonator. No, that's not it. Distortion. No.
It's not double pitch.
I think it was Flanger. Yeah, I think it was this one. Alpha. Bring me teens with attitude. Check. Check. See, you're back again, Atlas. Third time's the charm, huh? Should've changed your profile pic. A female-like voice, do Aki after the other three? No. That's an AI-aided voice. That's a new option.
That's a brand new option. Okay. I need to fine-tune Flanger. A little. Almost Zordon. Almost Zordon. Let's see. I don't want the Bryan Cranston one. Ah, here's some. I'm trying to find some good quotes for Zordon. We're Atlas. He's blitzed straight now. Where are the quotes? You got all these examples for Zordon, but y'all can't even have, you know what? You can't even have it where he has, oh, finally. Okay, there's some quotes here. Zordon's first words when addressing a panicking Alpha 5 during earthquake. Calm down, Alpha. It's Rita. She's escaped, and she's attacking the planet. No, the voice needs to be higher. Calm down, Alpha.
This might be close. I need to reduce it just a bit. Calm down, Alpha. Calm down, Alpha. It's Rita. She's escaped, and she's attacking the planet. Too much pink energy is dangerous. Alpha, teleport them out now! Welcome, Rangers. I'm glad that you are safe. How do you like our little surprise? Alpha has been working on it for months. I apologize for keeping it from you, but we do not want you to worry you unnecessarily. Rangers, the power of the Zeo Crystal now resides within you. How do you feel? You will have many new tools at your disposal. These will all be revealed in time. I am very proud of all of you. As Power Rangers, you have served your planet well. But the Power Rangers, as you have known them, are gone forever. In their place have emerged a new and more advanced fighting force. You have now become the Power Rangers Zeo, the next level in the fight against evil. There is something I used to say in times such as these. May the power protect you. Aw, that's sad. That's his last line. Well, that's Zordon's voice. Yeah, those are all the voices. Those are all the quotes I could find for Zordon, so... yeah.
And if I was to put the voices even higher, Rangers, Zordon is not doing too well. Please return to base. Ay, ay, ay.
All I had to do was just bump up the pitch just a little bit.
Rangers, the Rangers are not doing too well.
Actually, I don't need to change the pitch. I could just keep it normal.
And I can do the voice like this instead. Oh, Zordon, Rita, and Lord Zed are giving the Rangers the business.
But I'm trying to... That's Alpha and Zordon. That's Alpha and Zordon. It does need work. Do Lord Zed? Fine. Let me just find some quotes for him. But the thing about Zed is I don't need to mod my voice for him. I just need to speak from the throat. I don't even need to edit it. I don't. Let me attempt. Okay, so this is my normal voice.
I am Lord Zed, Emperor of all I see. You have failed to complete the mission I assigned to you. I will now resume command. Prepare the palace for my return.
I might need to bump down the volume within the headphones so it doesn't bleed back into the microphone. But he has... Oh, that's how you go to the quotes. That's how you do it. Oh, that's how you go to all the quotes. I was so terribly misinformed. Here's another one.
Quiet! Those Power Rangers are nothing more than mere infants. You were defeated by children. You dare call yourself an Empress of Evil? You are not fit to destroy a cockroach.
This voice is giving me hiccups. I'm sorry. Oh man, this Zed voice is something else.
So, poor old Zordon is still around, eh? Little does he realize his pitiful teenage do-good.
Hiccups! Oh, hiccups! You mess up my line reading.
Little does he realize his pitiful teenage do-gooders are no match for me. Your putties are as useless to me as you are. I have my own army of putties, the likes of which you have never seen.
It's a lot of I'm going to yell at you through my throat. It's a lot of that. So I gotta fine tune it.
No!
Hiccups! Ah, hiccups.
No!
I can't even say no. Not even loudly. Especially loudly. I can't even say no. Let me try again.
No!
Ah, come on! Hiccups. They throwing me off. They're throwing me. Oh, come on! I can't even laugh without hiccups. They annoy me so very much. Drink some water or something? I'll go grab myself a bottle. Give me a sec. I know how to befriend dragons. What? When did this become a thing? All right. Let's try this Lord Zed line again. Think calm thoughts.
No! This can't be! I will not tolerate being outsmarted by those Power Rangers! Not for long. I'll strip the Zord's power and return them to the depths of the earth from whence they came!
You know what? I think that little sip of water really helped out.
I didn't fail, you simpering twit! You failed! You all failed! Just like you all failed before!
And here's another one. This seems like it may be a tad bit loud. Just let you know.
Silence! They have won this time, but none of us shall rest until the Rangers are completely destroyed, and the Earth is reduced to mere cinders!
I actually felt that one. I'm just gonna let you know I kind of felt that one. And one more, cause I, you know what? Let me drink something. I don't want to do anything to my voice because I literally have a Spider-Man 2 playthrough I'm going to be doing on Friday, and I would hate for my voice to be messed up because I'm doing Lord Zed too much. But one last Zed voice. Lord Zed and Diavolo would have a conversation that sounds like an argument. I'm not even going to do that because I would probably strip my voice, and Friday is just around the corner. But here's the last one. After Turban Shell stole the last of Tommy's powers from episode Green No More.
At last, the Green Ranger is no more. His powers now belong to Lord Zed. And with this new power, we can begin the next phase of my plan. The elimination of the Power Rangers and the rise of the Dark Rangers.
Yep, I'm good on Zed. That voice. Oh my goodness, that voice. That voice, I could feel it. I can still feel it in the back of my throat. But there's another character I want to do a quote to.
You're looking at things completely the wrong way. Which is superior, the Zanpakuto or the Shinigami? Let's think about that to start with, yeah?
I love Oetsu Namaya. He's such a good character.
Don't get it? Can't blame you. How you fight? How you attack? No. What's wrong? It's all wrong. You've used your Zanpakuto as tools, treated them like subordinates, relied on them like partners, as family, as friends, role models, students, pets, acquaintances, sweethearts, lovers. Don't make me sick. That's what these guys are trying to tell you. You're looking at things completely the wrong way. Which is superior, the Zanpakuto or the Shinigami? Let's think about that to start with, yeah?
That was a great cackle. Well, thank you, CJ. And this is to Yuha's Schutzstaffel.
You be looking at the #1 Zanpakuto creator! Not you, not Q, not Hachi, not Nana, not Roku, not Gomai, not Shi or Sanmai. The name's Nemayo Etsu! And I ain't letting no trash get past me here. So shut up, buckle down, and give it your best shot. Cause you about to taste a real Division Zero battle.
His voice is so good, I love it. And this is to Gerard Valkyrie. Hugs from men are made to be dodged. And this is to you, This blade, Saya Fushi, is one of my failures. Its blade is too sharp and its edge too smooth. No matter how much you use it, it'll never chip or scratch, and not a single drop of blood will stick to it. Heck, this thing would put professional blade sharpeners out of a job. But the worst part is, I can't make a scabbard that'll hold it. Without a scabbard, it hardly qualifies as a proper sword, so I couldn't send it down to Serite. That's why I'm pretty happy you've come all the way up here to the Spirit Palace. Thanks to you, I got my chance to use this little fella. I really appreciate it, YH. That was a good voice. That's so good. How come you don't bust that voice out more often? It's because I don't. This is my first time actually doing some lines from Oetsu Nemaya. As much as I like his voice, I never actually did it before. Like, tried to, do a fan dubbing for him. I never thought of it. So this is my first time. The reason why I don't bust it out is because I never tried until today. And this is to Asken Naklavar. When you say you're lowering the lethal dose of my blood, that means if I have lots of blood in my body, I'll die, yeah? Then if I just let tons of that blood out till it's below the lethal dose, I'll be good, right? I'm trying to... What is it? Where is this? What is this name? I want to do... Ooh, you know what? How about I do a couple of lines from characters from Squad Zero? Especially Ichibe Hyosube. Y'all know that's my favorite one. He's my favorite one. Ichibe Hyosube. But mainly just the dudes. Mainly just the dudes. And this one is towards Yuha.
Dear me. I tell you not to say my name and you say it again. I send you to go and cool your head and you come right back. Though you may have a few years under your belt, you're still a proper cheeky little brat, aren't you? If you can't do as you're told, I suppose there's nothing else for it. I'll just kill you.
You know what? I can mess with this. I can mess with this.
Just a bit.
I suppose there's nothing else for it.
Okay, this is better.
Now then, my little half-friend, you, Quincy Chief with half of your power cut clean away. Tell me, how does it feel to be utterly crushed by a chief of the Shinigami you so despise? Dear me, you don't seem to appreciate others' kindness. It was for the sake of protecting your dignity that I went to the trouble of having your strength. If I were to strike you down at your full potential, how could your precious Quincy underlings ever respect you again? Though, of course, I suppose you don't need any dignity when you're dead.
Try Doc Emmett from Back to the Future? I never tried Christopher Lloyd before.
You really are a crude one. First you have the nerve to set foot in the Soul King Palace. Then you invade even the body of a member of Division Zero, the retainers of the Soul King. Filthy human, it's time you learn your place. I shall deliver your divine punishment. Anything covered by the ink of my Ichimonchi loses its name.
That which has no name can hold no power. Shinuchi, Shirafude Ichimonji. Or to use the latest terminology, I suppose you would call this a bankai. After all, long before the concept of a bankai was born into this world, this was the first Sanpakuto ever to take on an evolved form. This blade has the power to carve a new name into anything that has been painted over by Ichimonji. Now then, how do you feel? You who were once called Yua, and are now called Black Ant. Your power right now is equal to that of a single ant crawling upon the ground. A frail life, all too easily destroyed.
Alright, so that's Ichibei, but I wanted to get Tenjiro, the healer of the group.
So, let's bring his voice up, shall we? It's not
Perfectly at the level of my voice, but I kind of wanted his voice to be up just a little bit. Then change up the mannerisms just a tad. So it's not exactly the same tone. And he only gets what? He only gets one quote? How dare you? He only gets one quote on this whole page. And this is the soy phone. The Royal Guard's duty is to protect the Soul King Palace, and the Gote 13 is to protect Soul Society. As someone who bears the name of Gote, don't go crying to us about how help didn't come just because you couldn't do anything. It's already bad enough you're a disgrace to that title. And here's something else.
Here's something. Now, here's the thing. What I'm using is a persona setting, which uses AI to convert your voice into 36 different personas. Now, the issue with it is it constantly has that microphone popping noise, so it just completely ruins the voice.
which is why I don't even like using it at all. Because if this is the capabilities of AI-oriented voices, then I'm not going to touch it. Like, just listening to the playback of that, there's too much microphone popping for it to be smooth. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan at all. I do want to do Senjumaru's voice, though. Swift work is my biggest selling point, you understand? Do not underestimate the name of Senjumaru. And the reason why I wanted to go to her is because, I mean, her Bankai name is so cool. Her Bankai name is so cool. Shatatsu Karagara Shigara Minotsuchi. And then her attack name, Shidenoru Kushiki Ukimono Hata. It's such a long name, but it's so cool when you can just easily say it. And then all of her different attacks with Shideno no Kushiki Ukimono Hata, which is Hitokase, Tokaba, Banra no Me. And then Futakase, Tokoba, Hagane no Roro, Yoroi, Mitsukase, Tokoba, Goksa no Harawata, Yotsukase, Tokoba, Itetsuku Shitone, Itsukase, Tokoba, Yake no Hara, Mutsukase, Tokoba, Yamiyo no Hoshio. I love the names. I love the names. I love the names so much. You had to excuse me. But that's just the members of Squad Zero that I wanted to do. All right. Doc Emmett. Brown quotes. Thank you, IMDb, for having quotes. Let me see. Marty McFly. Hey, Doc, we better get back up. We better back up. We don't have enough road to get up to 88. Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads. Great Scott! Whoa, wait a minute, Doc. Are you trying to tell me that my mother has got the hots for me?
Precisely.
Oh, this is heavy.
There's that word again. Heavy. Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull?
Mind you, I don't have a lot of experience doing the voice of Christopher Lloyd. He has that one distinctive tone. And then the most famous one. Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style?
Love those movies? Yeah, they're classics, just like RoboCop. Ooh, speaking of RoboCop, I want to do some RoboCop quotes, because I'm going to be playing the RoboCop game in November. Those movies really take you back to the future. Ha ha. Let me see. And I have the voice setting cuz I made that RoboCop. Wait a minute. Is it putting me right? It's putting me
back in Mumra's voice.
This is the voice. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Serve the public trust. Protect the innocent. Uphold the law. Here's one. Let the woman go. You are under arrest. And this is when he has that lady, where one dude has a lady at gunpoint, and he shoots through her dress and hits the dude. And hits the dude right in the round tables. Can I do Julius Belmont again? Did I do Julius Belmont before? I don't think I did Julius before. I did someone from Castlevania, but not Julius. I don't think I've ever done Julius. Let me see if I can find some quotes for him. I know they have it. I know they have some. Castlevania Area of Sorrow was my, actually, when you think about it, Castlevania Area of Sorrow was my first Castlevania game. It was my very first Castlevania game and made me like Castlevania. And okay, so there's just like one quote they have on his page where he just says, "I must destroy Dracula at any cost. That is my destiny." And of course, he's like in his 50s, so of course he's got to sound rough and gruff just a little bit. Nathan Morris. Okay, so we got two different versions of Nathan Morris. One's a rapper, another is an evangelist. I don't know which one you want me to do. Wow, an hour has passed already. Time flies when you're having fun. Good night. Honestly, can I say this before I continue on with the voices? Everybody, from CJ to Holster, everyone who watches what I do, thank you. Thank you for just watching what I do. I greatly appreciate it. You have helped this channel get to even greater heights. I'm literally gonna be hitting 4,500 subscribers soon. But I just want to say thank you for everything that you've done for me. Really. I know sometimes I make videos about it and sometimes I make posts about it, but for everyone who's here live, who gets to hear me say this, thank you. It's such a joy to do this. Me just doing voiceover streams where you're just listening to my voice, I'm just so happy that I get to do what I love and you guys enjoy it. I appreciate you. So thank you. There was a Castlevania character with a similar name. Who's another character that I wanted to do? There was another character that I was thinking of. No, thank you, CJ. Thank you. Half these characters I probably never would have thought of attempting if you didn't give me like obscure characters to try out. I would never know the exact limits of my range or how far I can go or what I could work on had you not be giving me characters that I was unfamiliar with, honestly. You giving me characters that I've never heard of or never tried has shown me just how far I can go in terms of my vocal range. So thank you. You really have done a lot for me concerning these voiceover streams simply because you give me suggestions of characters that I'm not familiar with. And I would never know my limits if I just kept doing the characters that I liked doing rather than just explore all avenues. So thank you, CJ. Thank you, everybody who does like suggestions for voices. Thank you. Nathan Morris from Circle of the Moon? Oh, wait, do you mean Nathan Graves? Do you mean Nathan Graves? No problem, Q, but thank you. You can be said both ways. You thank us, but we also have to thank you for making our days better and just for fun streams and videos in general. That's the whole purpose of this channel. It's to make everyone who watches what I do days better. And if you feeling down, then at least I'll have something on my channel that can just brighten up your day. That's the whole purpose of this channel. And what makes it even better is that I like to do that. It isn't just like a job where, okay, I gotta upload today and just do whatever. No, everything I make is for this specific purpose of entertaining people. Not just to gain more views, but specifically for the purpose of people being entertained when they watch the stuff that I do. Otherwise, I wouldn't upload. If it's not meant for the people and it's not meant to entertain, I ain't gonna do it. That's just as simple as that. Which is why anything I do on this channel is for that purpose and purpose only. I love my job. I do so much. I love my job so much. Thank you. But Nathan Graves doesn't exactly have any quotes. I mean, we got the official description for Nathan Graves. Nathan Graves is the chosen successor to wield the Hunter Whip. His parents, who were vampire hunters, were killed 10 years before while banishing Dracula. Ooh, I know what I want to do.
I know what I want to do. You must be the Belmont. She said to me, if you would love me as a man, then live as a man, travel as a man.
She said you were traveling.
I was, the way men do, slowly. No more. I do this last kindness in her name. She who loved you humans and cared for your ills. Take your family and leave Wallachia tonight. Pack and go, and do not look back. For no more do I travel as a man.
I'm trying to find the quote where after Dracula's wife is burned at the stake. I'm trying to find the one where he appears on her funeral pyre and scares everybody. That's the one. Try Soma next? Yes, but let me find this one specific quote from Dracula. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. I think I may have found the one I'm looking for. Okay, here it is. 1 year. I gave you 1 year to make your peace with your God. And what do? Celebrate the day you killed my wife. 1 year I gave you, while I assembled my armies. And now I bring your death. You had your chance. Kill everything you see. Kill them all. And once Tagovishta has been made into a graveyard for my love, go forth into the country. Go now. Go to all the cities of Wallachia, Argus, Severin, Gresset, Chilia, and Isara. Go now and kill for my love. Kill for the only true love I ever knew. Kill for the endless lifetime of hate before me. And to think, when he faced off against, like, Trevor, Sypha, and Alucard, this man ain't drunk no blood and still almost killed them. The man didn't drink blood for who knows how many years, and he still almost killed him. He only stopped because he went up against his son. Galamoth. Ooh, this is an interesting looking character. Okay, so let me come up with a voice for Galamoth. And then we'll do Soma. Yeah, we'll do Soma. I don't know if no one ever told you, but if there's a Make-A-Wish or was still around, you'll be the first person you would love to meet in real life. Aw, Psycho. Aw. Don't make me get emotional on a Wednesday. So I'm looking at Galamoth. He looks like a giant bipedal humanoid lizard dude. From Kid Dracula, and then later introduced in Symphony of the Night. I'm looking at him. He looks like a lizard man. I'm getting like, maybe I can... I wonder. Let me test something.
You again, tiny one. This time, you'll feel the power of King Galamoth, ruler of space.
Like he looks reptilian in nature. So maybe an emphasis on the S. Even though his species is demon, he looks more, lizard-like. Yeah. It doesn't give him too many quotes. I'm trying to see if he has anything else to say. If he doesn't, that might just be the one line. Yeah, it doesn't look like Galamoth has anything really major to say. Just that one introductionary quote. Yeah, that was it.
You again, tiny one. This time, you'll feel the power of King Galamoth, ruler of space. Just with a little growl at the back of his throat.
Can definitely get with that voice. Nice. All right, so let's move on to Soma Cruz. All right, Soma. And he is 18, 19, 20. Well, at that time, since he's that age during those games, I am clearly older than him. So I gotta give him
like a young guy's voice, like my natural voice to a degree, but it just needs to have like a little bit of an extra bass to it. It's true, I am Dracula, but I'm not what you think I am. Please tell me yes, quotes. Yes, quotes. And this is Castlevania Grimoire of Souls. Dark King Soma! Alucard, it's been a while. Hand over that magic soul. Apparently, it's necessary for something. Looks like you got a little careless there with his soul. Wouldn't you agree, Alucard? Should you really let your guard down like that? Isn't the world outside the confines of this book important to you? But I won't let you get away so easily. Your mortal half will make for a nice offering to me. That should do it. I actually enjoyed that, Alucard. I'm saying that I've done my part. We'll be on our way with the vital souls now. Feel free to chase after us, to the time where this book leads, to the place where you slayed your father once more. Nice work, Alucard. Now I can finally get my hands on what I was after. Yes, my aim this whole time was to get my hands on the castle's power. That way I could awaken as the Dark King once and for all, wreaking destruction and havoc. A world fraught with darkness is just within reach. Doesn't that excite you, Alucard? That's enough, Death. You can leave them alone now. Alucard, Belmont, just you wait. The human world will be swallowed in eternal night. Frustrated, Alucard? Did you really to crush this beast yourself that... Oh, okay, I feel like this quote is missing some lines. Frustrated, Alucard? Did you really need to crush this beast yourself that badly? I'll tell you what. You can battle to your heart's content with my new minion here, Baylor. It's because you let your guard down that I can snatch the soul from you. Humans are so clumsy. And this is Soma when he's Soma. Yes, I remember. I remember everything since I transformed into the Dark King. The other me was in control. All I could do was watch. I did horrible things as a result. I'm sorry. My will was too weak. But what I did can't be undone. Please, let me atone for my sins. I want to join you. The more help in the fight against death, the better. I won't be needing Dracula's power. I still have my power of dominance. It is one of his endings in the games? Yeah, they gave him like a full list of quotes for Dark Soma. I wish it hadn't come to this either. This feeling of being on the verge of death is something I'd like to wipe from my memory. People may say I'm Dracula's reincarnation, but the real me is just a normal human being. Even so, I understand when the time comes for me to fight. I want to protect this world. It's where Mina and I spent our entire lives. That's why we must crush Death's plans. And if the power of dominance is the only way to do that, then so be it. When I was Dark King, it was more like Death commanded me than the other way around. You know? All this talk of death from Castlevania? All this talk of death from Castlevania?
I think it's fair.
I think it's fair.
I think it's fair. If I give him a voice for my own. This is the voice. I think this will suffice. Now to find some quotes for him. Let's see. We must make this a memorable one. We must keep it at a specific level. I think this is good enough. No, I need.
You know what? Keep the double. Keep the double pitch in there. Keep the double pitch in there. Then fine tune it. Fine tune it.
Fine tune it. Yes, this is much. Nope, that is way worse. This will have to do. There we go. Still want a death battle between Shanoa versus Miriam. That would be an interesting fight. You know what's going to be an interesting fight coming up? Satoru Gojo versus Makima. That's going to be interesting. Very interesting. I am death, and you people took my treasure from me. Dracula was going to bring death to this world on a scale unimagined. Something I could never do. I am a spirit, a function of the world. I can't raise armies. I can't fight an entire world teeming with life and bleed it to death. But he could. I am not a vampire as you understand it. Death is my meat. There will be murder on a scale never before seen. I will feed and become the strongest creature on this earth. So do it. Finish it. It'll be fun. Let's go, Dracula. Go insane. Bring me everything I need to thrive. Murder the world. Just so I don't have to be hungry anymore. I am death. You're just a human being. I kinda wanted to make it like super ethereal. This is the voice. Wait, this is the one I had before. Never mind. Never mind. I thought it was something else, but no. Let me add the bottom to this. Now, yes. Exactly what I was aiming for. Now it's better. It's much better. Yes, this is the voice I was aiming for. Do you fear death? Do you fear that dark abyss? All your deeds laid bare. All your sins punished. I can offer you an escape. Life is cruel. Why should the afterlife be any different? I offer you a choice. Join my crew and postpone the judgment. 100 years before the mast. Will ye serve? Let no joyful voice be heard. Let no man look up at the sky with hope. And let this day be cursed by we who ready to wake. The Kraken. That's just kind of the voice I wanted to make. Cause I never did the voice of death before in any game at all. I thought about it, but I never did it. And now that I have, I'm content. That's just another voice to add to my arsenal.
Okay. Now I am just messing with different settings.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, radioactive Spider-Man, spins a web and he sighs, catches thieves just like flies. Look out! Here comes the Spider-Man. Leon Belmont. Ooh, he looks cool. Give me a sec. Let me go to my normal voice for this. And he has some quotes. There's some quotes for Leon Belmont. Well, it's just one line. Leon to death in Lament of Innocence. I see. Give him this. I see. Give him this message. You have become a cursed being, and I will never forgive you. This whip and my kinsmen will destroy you someday. From this day on, the Belmont clan will hunt the night. Right, he's the first Belmont. He's the one that starts the whole deal. Well, he's the earliest named Belmont. And also the first user of the vampire killer. And pretty much the one that jump-started the Belmont's lifelong job of always dispelling Dracula. Also, Gajil, good to see you, man. Having a good day? But yeah, they only have that one. Oh no! Oh, there's a whole page I've been missing! It's literally called the dialogue page. There's quite a lot of lines. Good lord, this is long. This is long! Yeah, there's a whole dialogue list. I'm just trying to find a good list to read some quotes between Leon and Ronaldo. But here's one. I'll just go down this list. Old man's cottage. The scene fades in to see Leon running through the woods at top speed when he suddenly crashes through a barrier of some sort with a flash of light. Leon slows down and looks around. Leon, confused. What just happened? I felt something strange.
He must really like you. You won't be able to leave now.
Who's there?
Now, don't get so excited. I'm just an old man. I just came to gawk at the man crazy enough to come here.
You don't seem like a monster.
Of course not. What is your name?
Leon.
Leon? You're not Baron Leon Belmont?
Just Leon Belmont. I've given up my title. And you, old man?
Pardon me, Lord Belmont. My name is...
Ronaldo Gandolfi. You can call me Leon, and I will call you Ronaldo. Don't call me Lord. We're equals now.
As you wish. Now please follow me to my cottage. I want to talk to you.
Leon moves with Ronaldo to his cottage.
At Ronaldo's cottage.
Wait here a moment. There's something I want to give you. Ronaldo, can I ask you something?
What is it?
Why are you living in a place like this?
I have unfinished business with Walter Bernard, the master of this force.
Unfinished business?
Not worth mentioning. I owe him.
Well, I won't ask anymore. But you're not in danger, living so close to him?
It seems eternal life is extremely boring. He enjoys playing at cat and mouse with the hunters that come here, though. Of course, there's no way that he could ever lose. He thinks that my helping hunters makes the game more fun.
I see. But what do you mean by there being no way he could lose?
Vampires are loved by the night, and this forest is locked in eternal darkness. He has never been defeated.
Well, that may be so, but I must go ahead and face him.
Did he take someone precious?
Yes, he abducted my betrothed. How did you know that?
It's what he always does when he starts the game. You came unarmed. Your courage astonishes me.
I do have a weapon, just not my sword. That belongs to the company, and I left it behind when I gave up my title.
Honest to a fault.
I heard that many hunters have met their end here. If that's the case, getting weapons shouldn't be hard.
Ronaldo hands Leon a whip. Take this with you. It will help you against monsters. Leon holds the whip.
What is this?
A whip made with alchemy. It's stronger than any dead man's discarded sword.
Alchemy? I'm not familiar with that word.
Not surprising. The field experiments with the principle of God's creations of the world. The only person who truly understands it is Matthias. You know Lord Cronquist? Cronquist? Cronquist. Cronqvist. Cronquist? Cronquist. You know Lord Cronquist? I have known him longer than you have. His family has a book of secret arts, originally handed down orally. Secret arts? I never knew. Of course not. Only a handful of people in this world know about it. There are some who consider alchemy to be heresy. I see. Are you one of them? No. If you are an acquaintance to Matthias, you are trustworthy. I will use this whip with gratitude. Put your left hand out. My left hand? Like this? Don't move now. Ronaldo enchants Leon's gauntlet. That should do it. You can put it down now. Leon looks at his hand. What was that? The gauntlet is enchanted now. A spell? Some enemies' attacks release a special power. If you block them with the gauntlet, you can gather that power. What can I do with the gathered power? You will be able to use magical relics by releasing that power. Magical relics? Right. Those who excel in magic can use them. I have cast the spell so that you can use them as well. I have some. You should be able to obtain them in the castle as well. I understand. Right now, this is all I can do for you. Before leaving Ronaldo's cottage. Ronaldo, thank you. Wait a minute. I forgot to tell you something. The door leading to his throne is guarded by 5 monsters. So I will need to defeat them first. That's right. That's essentially the test you must pass to fight him. What a bother. I told you before, to him this is a game. I realize that, but if you have troubles, come back here anytime. They won't be free, but I'll keep potions on hand for you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Leon leaves. And that's the end of the first introduction between Leon and Ronaldo. Let's get some comic relief. Can you do a Marvin the Martian impression?
Why, of course I can. This could be one of the final voices I do for this entire session. It's been an hour and 44 minutes, and I feel I've done everything I needed to do today. Wonderful job. Well, thank you, CJ. I aim to please.
Got a question for everyone. Who do you think is the worst father in anime? That's a toughie. Tucker is definitely up there from Full Metal Alchemist. If you know, you know. Okay? Tucker is definitely up there. That's still a hard moment to think about overall. It's still a hard moment, but Tucker is definitely up there. After Tucker, I would have to say... What is the father of the guy from Evangelion? Because I hear he's not a good guy either. Can I try the Bomberman siblings, mainly white, black, red, and blue? Bomberman siblings. Gendo, is that his name? I think I saw his name in a list. Gendo Ikari? Yeah. Yujiro? I mean, he's not a great dad. Yujiro Hanma is not a great dad, but even he is capable of having moments where he can be a genuine father. Okay, let me hear what Bomberman's voice sounds like. Earlier on, I was speaking to Ricketts in the Discord while we were going over because recently, Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone Season 6 has added on new characters as operators, and in that listing is Skeletor. And he was kind of questioning if that was actually Mark Hamill's voice, and it clearly is not Mark Hamill's voice. So I was kind of listening to it, and it's very noticeable that it's not Mark Hamill. When you listen to voices as much as I do, yeah, you tend to notice when voices sound like actors and don't. Gon's dad is pretty absent, yeah, but I wouldn't call him a terrible father just because he chooses not to be there. I'm thinking of, when you say terrible, worst dads, I think of dads who do bad things on purpose and still expect everyone to treat them like fathers. Or expect other people to understand. Omni-Man, he's not an anime character. So he kind of doesn't count. He's still a horrible father, though. He's a horrible father, but since he's not part of an anime, he doesn't count. Okay, Bomberman siblings, white, black, red, and blue. And I think I don't know how they normally sound.
So I'm just gonna make it up as I go. Well, okay. This seems interesting. So, White Bomberman's catchphrase. I did it! And Black Bomberman. It came back to me, which means it came back to me, which means that it's my baby. If you don't like that, then fight me! Then Red Bomberman. Fine by me! I can bomb all day, buddy! And then Blue Bomberman. I'm tired out! I really need to get some Z's! I'm aware that more than likely, Bomberman and his bros do not sound like this, but I wanted to use the Bill Cipher voice for them. So I'm pretty aware that they don't sound like this, but I just wanted to do it.
Of course, I could always just look it up. Okay, let's see. And some of these videos were made several years ago. That was not the voice I was expecting for White Bomberman. I'm gonna be honest. I was so off.
I was so way off. I was way off. So now I gotta do those voices because White Bomberman just sounds like a regular dude. All right, let's go. He just sounds like that. He just sounds like a normal dude. But let's go. Let's go back through the voices again. I did it! And then Black Bomberman.
It came back to me, which means that it's my baby. If you don't like that, then fight me.
Fine by me. I can bomb all day, buddy. I'm tired out. I really need to get some. Oh yeah, Kotaro Shimura is a horrible father as well. But those were the only lines for White Bomberman and his siblings. Interesting. I said Kotaru, but it's Kotaro. Kotaro Shimura. Let me just correct myself right then and there. All right. One more quote. One more. Let's make it a good one. If y'all got any suggestions, go ahead. But one more. Can I do Vindicator from Alpha Flight? All right, perfect. Vindicator. Vindicator. Let me look up what he looks like. Okay, I'm assuming you mean the male version of Vindicator. James Hudson. Yeah, James Hudson. From Alpha Flight. All right, physical characteristics, personal information, Canadian. Now let's go down to his quotes. He has 12 quotes, and we'll go through them. So let me just edit the voice a little bit, so I can sound like an older gentleman. At least more than I do, because let's be honest here, my voice, it tricks the mind into thinking that I'm younger than I actually am.
All right. This ought to be fine. Though, not too low. All right, we can do Vindicator from Alpha Flight, and then I can draw it to a close. Who knew I would be spending almost 2 hours doing voices for all of you? Doesn't even feel like 2 hours. It just feels like 5 minutes have passed. That's just me. So, let's go down the list. Alpha Flight. Glad to see you finally made it, people. Pick a partner and let's finish this fight. Ultimately, it was not that we succeeded or failed. It was that we tried. But I have to say, in the end, it was just good to see old friends one more time. And this is from Amazing X-Men Volume 2, Issue 10. From what Shaman's been able to piece together, a meatpacking plant distributed tainted meat across the region. A man was murdered. The killer tried to hide the evidence by grinding up the body, and, well, you can imagine the rest. Old Man Logan, Volume 2, Volume 2, Issue 46. Last month, we received reports of an unidentified flying object that landed just off the coast. Unfortunately, at the time, most of us were tied up on another mission. There were no further alerts, so it was not treated as an emergency. However, in that time, all 500 residents of Shag Harbor vanished. No calls for help. No reports from within the city. Police were sent to investigate and they vanished too. Every responder has disappeared. That's when they finally decided to call us in. And then lastly, Alpha Flight, True North, Volume 1, Issue 1. If we want her to trust us, we need to make the lie more believable. Imagine if someone's personal information was just that they're Canadian, like their age and stuff is just stated as Canadian. No, it's just as you say, Holster. Imagine if you go to personal information and it just says Canadian. It just, in bold, big letters, it just says Canadian. You don't get nationality, you don't get age, height, weight, eye color, any other information. It just says personal information, colon, and then underneath it is in big bold letters Canadian, and that's all the information you get. But that'll do it for all the quotes of Vindicator, because those were all the ones that it had available, and I really aimed for the longer ones, but that's it for the Vindicator. And I feel this is a good place to stop for now. In the most basic font possible, yes, Comic Sans. Either in Comic Sans or Times New Roman. But Times New Roman to seem professional. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen.
I think this is a perfect way to cap off the stream. I had an immense amount of fun doing all these voices, from screeching as Lord Zed, Marvin the Martian, and pretty much every other voice you guys suggested. Y'all know I love to do these, and I look forward to doing more into the future. But, I mean, that's going to be a minute, because my attention is going to be on the game that's dropping this Friday, and I am going to enjoy it. So, as I bring this stream to a close, all I can say to everyone here is thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your suggestions. Thank you for being you. Hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you enjoyed what you saw here today, then do these things, because not only are they free, but they also help this channel grow. If you haven't done so already, of course. Like, subscribe, and share this stream with everyone you know, because the more the merrier. And because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always,